What is up, you guys? I want to tell you guys how I identify short-term rental properties and all the secrets I use to uncover gems in my market. These secrets will work in any market, and if you want to learn about underwriting, I have a whole different video for that. This is just going to be the key features of a property in order to know that it's going to rent very well on short term, it's going to be safe against competition, and you're going to be able to win reservations in your market. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first and foremost key, which is going to be the easiest one for you guys to use if you're being honest with yourself, is you would be excited to stay there. It's a very different mindset going from long-term rental or multifamily or commercial real estate and getting into short-term rental, because the game is flipped upside down. You actually want to pay for one of the nicer properties in its market segment. So for example, the nicest 2-bedroom or the nicest 4-bedroom. Not necessarily the craziest premium. You can also add amenities to get to that point, but really what you're looking for is an experience. So you're not looking for the cheapest 3-bedroom that you can put the lowest amount of money into and get a return. You're looking for a house that has the best base structure, the most unique features, the ability to add those unique features so that when someone walks in, they're like, whoa, like I want to stay here. I want to bring my friends here. And a lot of times that's the effect we get when we look for rentals in our market. So the first thing you want to do when you walk into a house is feel like you would want to bring your friends there. So another factor, especially in the Poconos market, which is where we help a lot of people buy and sell short-term rentals at live-free listings, is you want to make sure the house is non-residential. So I just told you guys all about looking for an experience, and that kind of plays right into it, but sometimes people forget that. You're not looking for a place that you like, that you would live in. You're looking for a place that you would like for the amount of days people normally stay. So for example, in our market, the average stay is 3 nights. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't need a kitchen pantry. The bedrooms don't need the most elaborate closets or walk-ins. But what you do need in a short-term rental is you need a ton of big open space. Whether you're looking for a cozy little space, you want high ceilings, big windows, lots of natural light, or if you're in a big house, you definitely want room to add amenities, game rooms, spaces that all people in the party could be in. So for example, if you're trying to rent a house to 10 different people, you want to do your best to get 10 spots to sit and eat in one spot, one big dining table. You want to make sure that the living room has room. You don't need room for everyone to sit necessarily, but you want room for everyone to be in that room at one time. And just really think about the guest avatar that you're looking to obtain. So if you're looking for big groups, make sure it's going to be fun for big groups and you and all your friends or you and your family would want to go there. If you're looking at something really small, which is something that we specialize in, make sure it's somewhere you would want to bring your girlfriend or boyfriend to spend the weekend. So another key indicator, and a lot of times you'll pay a premium for this, so I don't always like to go off of it, is the rental history. It's important to ask for the rental history, and there's going to be 2 things you want to do once you get that rental history. First, you've done all your checks. You would want to stay there. You think it's a really cool house. You think it's really unique. And you think the price is pretty decent for all of that you're getting in, and you're getting a value for the experience. So at that point, you want to see, okay, what's going on with this rental history? If the rental history is really solid and you did all those other checks, you're good. But if the rental history is solid, but you can't figure out why it's renting very well, then you want to stay away. That means they kind of sponged out a house that maybe doesn't make a lot of sense, but there wasn't enough competition yet. So you'll be able to avoid, if you can't figure out why it would be renting well, if you look at it and go, those numbers don't make sense, you're probably right, and you should probably stay away from that house and avoid trying to go for that one. Now, if the rental history doesn't make sense and the house is a really good experience, you can dig in a little bit more and see, okay, maybe the person that was hosting it had awful photos. Maybe they don't seem like they would be a great host. I mean, you're not going to get to know the seller, but you can look at their past reviews and see if they're struggling. I know plenty of owners in our market who have the most fabulous houses, but they are just awful short-term rental operators, or they're very cheap. They use cheap cleaning people. They're very hesitant to fix things. It's usually cheap people with nice houses that don't do very well. Now, if you find one of those, you might be out of luck because they might not want to go negotiate it very much. But sometimes people just create really good short-term rentals. You get these people who come in and renovate homes or are really good at the design aspect and have a lot of fun with the project, but they know short-term rentals aren't their thing. They know they can sell it to you for maybe a bit of a premium, and you should be willing to pay that if it looks like the experience is going to check out and it's a good fit. So they don't want to do it. you're willing to put in the work and operate the short-term rental, and it's a great experience, that's a win-win for everybody. So that's it, guys. It's really not that difficult to get into new construction. Not something you've probably been thinking about, but I just did my first one. It's been a tremendous experience. I'm really excited to get it out there on the rental market. I'm about to start ordering furniture. I urge you, if you're interested in getting into short-term rentals, you have 100, 150K to play with to get started, and you want to come out with one of the best products in the market, very well furnished, and something that's going to present the highest cash-on-cash return. New construction is definitely the way that you want to go with this thing. So you've watched through this whole video at this point. Take some action, reach out to me. I can answer any questions you have and help get you through the process. But if you are looking to create financial freedom through real estate, building a short-term rental in the Poconos is the move.